Hey, what is up guys, Street here once again, and today I'm going to be doing my episode 3 review of Inazuma 11 Outer Code. Now, it's kind of shitty, I actually just recorded this episode where I talked pretty in-depth about a lot of things, and it kind of sucks because apparently once I finished recording, I had no audio from my mic. It was just me just recording the screen for 10 minutes. It's like, oh damn it. So I'm going to do this again. It's going to be a bit rushed because I've got things I need to do, so sorry about that. Oh, I won't do a rush. I'll try and go in depth, but it's a bit awkward since I just talked about it in depth. But anyway, this episode is really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff about it. Essentially, what this episode is about is the new coach of Teku Academy, showing off Sakuma and Gender, and let's just get right into it. So the episode starts off with a shot of Royal Academy, and it goes into Sakuma and Gender talking about the new coach who's going to be arriving. Now, when we get to here, it's confirmed that Sakuma is the new coach of Teku Academy. Because in the original series, we didn't really get to see too much of Tekken after Kiddo left to join the Rainbow 11. It wasn't really said, oh, who's the coach of the Teku 11 now. And yeah, so it could just confirm Sakuma is the captain. Now, it makes perfect sense. He's pretty much the next one in line to get captain, either him or Genda, and it makes sense that it was Sakuma as well, because Sakuma was more of an important character in the original Inazuma 11 series compared to Genda, even though he was a close second, but obviously Genda didn't make Inazuma Japan in Season 3, Sakuma did. Moving right along, cool thing to note about the uniforms is that Kiddo's dad works for a big company, and obviously he's sponsoring Teku Academy, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, if we move right along with this trailer, it shows Fudo Akio with the Teku Academy. This is really cool because technically Fudo's debut was with Teku Academy. That was the of Shin Teku Academy. Now, obviously, that's not going to be in the Thin Aris, as Alia Academy is not a thing, as shown by the previous episode. They're excuse me, going to be playing as just an everyday team, blah blah blah. And yeah, so Fudo's here. He introduced himself. He's a smartest as always, and Fudo's a cool character because he's an anti-hero. Not much to be said about it. He's essentially going to be the replacement for Kiddo, as in strategist-wise. He's going to be making lots of cool plays, I guess, and it'll be interesting how he interacts with the Teku 11. And yeah, now moving along even more, we have the debut of the coach. If we can find it, where is he? Kageyama Reggie. Now, let's actually find a decent shot. There we go. So this is crazy. When I first watched this, it kind of blew my mind, just because in the Inazuma 11, because Inazuma Aris is technically a sequel to the first Inazuma 11 game, Kageyama was sent to jail, and the reasoning behind why he left, why he got his jail sentence shortened is just so awesome. It's building the plot for the game. It's just getting us hyped up for what is going to happen with Inazuma 11. But yeah, but the reasoning why he got out of jail is because of a program called the RS Rebirth Program. He volunteered to do work for them, and as a result, he gets to got out of jail free pretty much. He played Monopoly, got that chance, drew that get out of jail free card, played that, and he's just now the coach of Royal Academy because that's what the program told him to do. Now, the name of the program, the RS Rebirth Program, is what it was called in the English subtitles. That is it relates to the title of the series, so whatever this Rebirth Program is going to be a major part of the story. We might not find out at the start of the series or the start of the game, probably be a midway plot thing. That kind of tends how things happen in the Inazuma 11 series. For example, I'll use Go as an example. The first part of the game wasn't really defined. The sector was trying to rally the team together, and then afterwards they moved forward to keep on learning more about Fifth Sector and just stopping what they were doing. But yeah, this is just really cool. Now, another thing that's pretty ridiculous as well, is that when Kageyama is talking to the Teku players are like, we're not following you anymore, you're a scum, we said we're not following your orders anymore, and he's like, I've analysed everything about the football frontier, you guys are going to lose to one of the shittest teams, because you're that bad right now. He's savage about it. It's like, you guys need me, you guys are shit without me. It's like, whatever. That must have been heartbreaking. Must have like taken a big shot at the Teku players, because they followed this guy for so long, and the fact that they know he's a really smart tactician for him to say you guys are gonna lose to a shit team is like lol. Like there's nothing you really say about that. It just feels bad, man. But yeah. Other than that, that's about it. Now this is the biggest part of the episode right now. So this thing was crazy. So Kageyama calls for one of his calls for everyone to sit down to have a tactics meeting. Look who this character is. Kazemaru is working with Kageyama as for Teku Academy. Now this is bizarre and it makes perfect sense at the exact same time. It's ridiculous because one, Kazemaru is on Teku Academy working with Kageyama, evil characters. We all know Kazemaru is a good guy. But it also makes perfect sense when Kazemaru, in the second Inazuma 11 game, was the captain of the final boss team in the game, Dark Emperors. That is just ridiculous. The amount of thought behind picking Kazemaru for this is ridiculous. They could have picked Kido if they wanted to instead, or even Goenji would have been kind of shocking, but Kazemaru makes perfect sense for picking him for Teku Academy. Just the backstory with the Dark Emperors kind of thing. It's just perfect how this all works out. And speaking of which, the reason Kazemaru says he's not working for Kageyama, this is key here. He's not working for Kageyama, he's working with him. Now what that means is that he doesn't see him as his superior, he's just working with him now because he's required to by the Eris Rebirth program. So this Eris thing is obviously powerful, and the thing that's interesting too is that Kazemaru is on Teku Academy, and Somuka is on Hakurin High. Hakurin Junior High, if you want to be technical. What about the other Raymon players? Now, the other three that were confirmed to see is Endo, Kido, and Goenji, because those three were shown in the original artist trailer they released last year, so they're obviously going to have an important role in the story. Now, I'm curious as what they're going to do with them. I'm pretty sure what they've done, what it's been set out to be, is that Goenji's going to be helping the actual main antagonist, the main team, which I think is going to be Raymond. They haven't gone too much into it, but that's what it appears to be. But we've actually seen Goenji. We haven't seen Kido or Endo, because they released what the new Goenji looks like, and he looks pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie. So he's gonna play a part in this. Now about Kido and Endo, it's not revealed. I don't see Endo becoming a bad guy. If they do it, that will be ridiculous. But I do not see Endo becoming a bad guy. But all I can say is that the original Raymon 11, the ones that beat Zeus Junior High, that's Kazuya, Ichino's Domon, all those guys will have something to do with the Aris Foundation. It kind of makes me think, will the original Raymon 11 be the final boss of Inazuma 11 Aris? There's just a lot of questions keep on coming into my mind the more and more these Outer Code episodes come out. So, like, if we're going to think about the first 3 episodes so far of Inazuma 11 Outer Code, the first one showcased mainly about Hakurin Junior High, but then it threw in, oh, wait a minute, Somuka is working for these guys. It didn't explain why. The second episode, which is all about Kiyama Hiroto, is like, or Kaliya Hiroto, whatever they changed his name to, I can't remember, about him, and the person he's got named after that is not deceased in this timeline. Because Inazuma 11, Aris is a separate timeline from the other Inazuma 11. It's a branching timeline. So once the first Inazuma 11 game's end, it's completely split. It's 2 different things. And, the what if, I guess, is what they said it. They called it. And then we get to hear, it shows us, oh yeah, Teku Academy, we're probably not going to hear anything about Kazemaru's just thrown in. It's like, okay, wow, this is getting super interesting. I don't know what to say about it, but, well, I do know what to say. I'm talking about it now, but, yeah, I can't say anything else. Now, one thing I will talk, that was my thoughts on the episode, but one thing that's super interesting that's coming up is March. Now, I'm pretty sure March they said they're going to be releasing more stuff about the game, and series. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, don't quote me on this though, that Inazuma 11 Aris will be released during March. Now, I'm not sure if that's the game, the anime, or if that's just a hoax, what I read, but I'm pretty excited for March. That's only 2 months away. I really hope the anime starts in March. I want something to watch. The game I can wait for, but back with the game. This game is going to be super accessible. Now, why I'm saying it's going to be super accessible is the fact that this game is most likely going to be released on the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Nintendo Switch is a region-free console, so you'll be able to own a, what do you want to call it? your region 3DS, whether it's a Europe one, American one, Japanese one, whatever, your Nintendo Switch will be able to play games from other regions. This means you can go online, you can order your own copy of Inazuma 11 RS, or even if they give you access to international eShops, you'll be able to get all these games straight away. Now that is just fantastic to hear. It's got to essentially make it so you don't have to spend a shit ton of money like I had to with the original Inazuma 11 Go series, where I had to buy. If I wanted to showcase everyone the full content on the game, I needed 2 Nintendo Japanese 3DSs, as well as all the games, as well as putting a capture card in one of them to get high quality. Now, at the time, there wasn't hacking in 3DSs. At the time, it wasn't very known. Now it's a bit more known, so you can get around with that. But still, accessibility-wise, this is going to be great. The only thing I'm concerned about with the game is if it has Wi-Fi features. Now, if it doesn't, that's just so stupid. But I can't really talk about it that much. They actually haven't shown us any gameplay. I know there's a few leaked screenshots online, but that doesn't just tell us anything. It does show it's very similar to Strikers so far. But that's my thoughts about this 3rd episode and a bit of a rant about game releases and stuff. This is making me super excited. I hope it's making you guys super excited. But yeah, that's all I've got to say, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed. And this is True Pirate Shad signing out. Peace.